Here we are. We are the first and only organic mushroom farm in the state of Hawaii. Now I'm going to show you what we got in here. First, when you come to a mushroom farm, we will smell a lot of compost smell. That's the smell of money to a mushroom farmer. This is the first stage of our production. This is 10,000 pounds of organic waste that we collect from tree trimmers. And we collect them and then we use them for mushroom farming. You can see the big pile like that. The temperature right now is 135 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's gonna get hotter and hotter. And every few days we take the compost out and wet them and mix them. We leave it like this for 5-6 days, and then we go to the next phase. And this is a phase 1 decomposition stage. And this step is called in-vessel decomposition. Everything is contained, mainly no runoff, no water runoff. For composting to happen, you need heat, you need oxygen, and then also you need the microbes to help. So right here is plenty of microbes. Underneath, we have PVC tube buried into the cement floor. In the back of this unit, there is a pump. We pump fresh air into this compost. So we keep supplying with fresh air to keep the compost temperature between 180 to 185 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see those metal device on top. That is a temperature probe. And then when this compost getting too hot or too cold, they will adjust the air pump accordingly to keep the temperature at 185 degrees Fahrenheit. So we keep this here for about 7 days to 10 days. And then so after it's completed, in this process, we're cooking the compost at a very, very high temperature. And then so that way we accelerate the process by making it easier, breaking down the organic matter quicker and easier with the help of high temperature. So after this process, and then we're going to second phase. The second phase is called pasteurization. This is a pasteurization tunnel. Inside this tunnel, we will bring that material in here. And then the goal of pasteurization is to kill off all the harmful pathogens, bacteria, insects, and anything else that we don't want them to be in the mushroom. All this is a shipping container, insulated, but we also have an aerated floor. Same thing like the phase 1. The floor has a cement floor, and then it has pipes buried underneath, and the pipe is connected to a pump, and the pump will pump air out to regulate the temperature. We will keep the compost in here for about 7 days. During these 7 days, we will keep the temperature between 130 to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. And then in this process, we keep it for first 12 hours. We keep that at that temperature, and that will kill off 99% of those harmful pathogens and bacteria. And then we keep it here for another 6 days, lower the temperature 1 degree every few hours down to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. And we keep it at that temperature because there's a certain bacteria we want them to thrive, we want them to grow, and that bacteria only thrive at about 110 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we keep it at 7 days, and by the time we open this tunnel, pasteurization tunnel, all the harmful bacteria is die off, and then all we left is those beneficial bacteria. So that is the second phase of mushroom production process called pasteurization. You eat the top of the mushroom, right, and then this part, we just take them off. This part, we don't eat them. We put them back here and recycle them and use for mushroom farming again. This is a mushroom grow room. That's where we grow our mushroom. And this is where the magic happens. Let's see what's in there. After pasteurization, and then we will bring all those substrate, where the substrate already mixed with mushroom mycelium, and we let them sit here for 10 days. So let the mycelium to colonize the substrate. And then because mycelium is like the roots of mushroom, we need that to colonize all the substrates because mycelium will bring nutrients to the mushroom where they will need the mushroom to grow bigger and bigger and eventually for us to eat. So we wait for about 10 to 12 days here until the mycelium colonizes the substrate, and then we put a layer of casing layer. Casing layer is mixture of peat moss and agricultural lime. So mixture of that basically has no nutrients. We just put it on top. So let the mushroom mycelium know that on top of it, it has no nutrients, and they will grow into it, and eventually they realize nutrient is depleting in this area. For us to survive, we have to reproduce. We will have to get our offspring out there. Their process of getting the offspring out there is using mushroom. Mushroom actually is a sex organ or reproductive organ of this microorganism. The mushroom compost substrate will stay here for another month and a half. The first 15 days is just like growing the mycelium, and then the second and the rest of the time it's just like harvesting time. So the mushroom will grow every 7 days. We cut them all up, harvest them, put in the storage and sell them, and then we wait for 7 days, and they will come up again for another 7 days. So eventually, after 2 or 3 times of harvest, the nutrients in the substrate will become less and less for mushroom cultivation. So we will become not economically viable to keep them here because we have to chill them, we have to send people in to take care of them. Then at that point, we will empty this room out, and then the one that left behind is called spent mushroom substrates. That's the one that like local farm use as some amendment, or like residential home owners will use it for planting, and it's full of nutrients for plants and vegetables, but has absolutely very little nutrients and very little use for our mushroom production here. So that is the entire process of mushroom production in here.